Hello again, YouTube. You are tuned in to Katie Talk One on One, and I am coming tonight with a little news story that I actually ran across a little bit earlier today. This news story is coming from out of Atlanta. No, not Atlanta. It's coming from out of Georgia, though. But it's actually about a father who caught his daughter in her room with a 20-year-old man. And this is a his 14-year-old daughter, actually. So he caught her in the room with a man. So I'm just gonna play this news clipping for you, and then I'm just gonna come with my my opinion at the end. But this is fair use, and it's coming from out of Fox 5 out of Georgia. So I'm gonna play this clip for you. Take a listen. Fair use, fair use.
Fox 5.
Father is under arrest tonight, charged with aggravated assault after what he allegedly did to a man he found in his 14-year-old daughter's bedroom.
Investigators say they're sympathetic with the dad's anger, which included knocking out some teeth. But as Fox 5's Doug Evans reports tonight, they say he crossed a legal line when he fired shots.
A lot of dads might say they do the same thing as Ismael Casillas did when he found a grown man inside his 14-year-old daughter's bedroom. And that is to beat that man bloody. He even knocked out some teeth. But investigators say there's only so much Georgia law allows. And they say the dad crossed the line. That's 41-year-old Ismael Casillas on the left and 20-year-old Kiwantrez's Humphreys on the right. Investigators say the two men first met early July 4th morning in the bedroom of Casillas' 14-year-old daughter. Investigators say in a rage, the dad severely beat and choked Humphreys, even chipped and knocked out some teeth. And if it had stopped there, investigators say the dad might not be facing any charges. But they say Ismael Casillas asked his wife for a gun, and they say after the 20-year-old jumped out the bedroom window, the dad met him in the front yard and continued the beating, threatening his life and firing shots through the neighborhood as the young man ran away. Investigators say that is where Casillas crossed the line.
There's a line that he can't cross, we can't cross. There's a stopping point. When somebody's no longer a threat to you, my advice would be let it go and contact us and let us handle it. Don't take it into your own hands.
Investigators have also charged Kiwantrez's Humphreys with child molestation. They say he was in a relationship with the 14-year-old girl and climbed through her bedroom window. Investigators say Humphreys is known as Man Man. Because of his age and the girls, they are pursuing a sex crime investigation, and more charges are possible.
We've gathered phone evidence from the young lady. The young man's phone has been looked at, and those are things that we're still looking into as to possibly further charges.
The dad was taken into custody that morning on July 4th. They say after identifying and locating Man Humphreys, he was taken into custody in Putnam County Thursday night. In Coweta County, Doug Evans, Fox 5 News.
Okay, so you guys heard that news clipping. And the man that was caught in the room, he was 20 and the girl was 14. So I know in the state of Arkansas, there's called statutory R, but I guess it's different in different states. Okay. So I'm going to read a little bit more from this here. Okay. It says, the husband ended up catching the 20-year-old in the daughter room, and he asked the wife for the gun. And then, let's see, he went after the 20-year-old. The 20-year-old jumped out of the window. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. Okay, so right when that 20-year-old jumped out of the window, when he was outside of the house, he was no longer considered a threat. So if I was his wife, which I'm not, but if I was his wife, knowing how he was in a rage, I wouldn't have even gave him that gun because that boy was already outside of the house in the first place. And then I'm looking at it like this. Your daughter is 14 years old. She's still a child, but she's at that age where she know that it's wrong for her to sneak a boy in the house. And this is my advice for any young boy out there, because me, I have two sons myself. And something that I would tell them, if you have not went up to that girl front door and you have not physically shook hands with her dad, met her mom, went and met the family, don't go sneaking in no girl window. That's a quick way to get you to get your life ended. Okay. So boys have to be very mindful and careful about how they move around here. They got to be careful about how they move. I know hormones get the raging and whatnot. Okay, let's think about things before you go jumping in some girl window. And then another thing, as far as the father goes, father, I don't know if you ever run across this video, but if you do, my advice to you would be have a talk with your daughter, sit down and talk to her about, being in a respectful relationship. Because if this boy's sneaking through your window, he does not respect you. Okay. So I don't know if her dad has actually sit down and had that talk with her, if her mom sit down and talk to her or anything like that. But I just think if this girl continues doing what she's doing, she's gonna end up getting her father in a lot of trouble. Everybody that come along when his daughter's sneaking around, she being sneaky, and she hot in the pants and all of that, you're gonna end up getting your father in a lot of trouble, because your father, he is still looking at you like you are daddy's little girl. And let me tell you something, as far as the men out there, when it comes to your daughters out there, once they start getting a little ping in their life, they are not daddy's little girl anymore. That girl looks at the world completely different after she get a little ping in her life. That's what a lot of men need to realize when it comes to their little girls. Little girls are not daddy's little girls anymore once they get ping in their life. So please be mindful and think of that. Now, I would really hate to look up in a couple of more years and that girl, 16, 17, and she still got boys creeping in her window and her daddy end up killing somebody. And that blood will be on her hands too, because that girl is 14 years old. That guy is 20. Just growing up, back when I was in high school and stuff, I mean, that kind of stuff was the norm. And it's really sad to say, but it really was. It was, 13, 14, 15-year-old girls dating guys in their 20s. And those guys used to pick the girls up from school and everything like that. So, this is nothing new. It's nothing new under the sun. But for that boy to risk his life and sneak in that window and risk his life, it's really sad. He's facing a lot of charges. And as you guys know, when it comes to that SO list, if your name is on that SO list, it's like hard for you to move around in this world. Okay. It's hard. As far as getting apartments, getting jobs, moving into certain areas, just everything is going to be harder for you when you are on that SO list. Oh, and you guys, make sure you hit that like button when you come up in here. If you have not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And also make sure you rate, give me a good rating whenever the ratings come up. YouTube does have a thing where you can rate the videos that you watch, and make sure you share if you care. What do you guys think about this situation? And I mean, I really see like really good fathers in their kids' lives. And when it comes to their daughters, I know they are so overprotective, but men, you guys have to have that good father to daughter talk with your daughters too. You got to let them know, baby, don't no man respect you if he's sneaking through your window, baby. Now she's 14. She's at the age where she should know right from wrong. A man don't respect you if he got to sneak through your window. A man don't respect you if he cannot walk through their front door, say hello to your mother, shake your father's hand, and sit down in that living room and talk to your father and sit down at the dinner table and talk to your father. But he knew he was sneaking around, and he knew he shouldn't have been doing, he knew he was doing something he shouldn't have been doing, because he's 20 and she's 14 years old. So you guys, make sure you drop your comments in the description box, in the chat room and all that. Hit that like, tap that subscribe button if you haven't yet. And big shout out to Talk Nation. Big shout out to all my subscribers. And I think I'm off work on let's see, tomorrow, Monday. Okay, I'm off work on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, I will be coming with a story time. So I hope you guys tune in. Make sure you tune in for that. It's going to be a story time about, some stuff I went through as far as relationship went. So I hope you guys tune in for that, most definitely. Thank you so much for tuning in, and make sure you share this video. And as usual, love you, YouTube. Drop your comments, most definitely. Till next time, signing out. Katie Talk 101.